Launch. Launch, launch, launch. Launch, launch, launch. See if we can start getting that audience back. The audience is the most important part.
Okay.
So we are live on YouTube right now for sure because it's popped up in my feed and I'm like, oh, I was live at that moment. Imagine that.
You were waiting for people to come into the door. Hey everyone, you are here because you want to know about home loans. You have all the answers to all your questions. So whatever your scenario is, please put it in the chat box and we will answer it for you. Give us your exact scenarios. Ask us questions that you were just thinking about. Hey, I got $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 saved. Is that enough to buy a house? This is my credit score. What do you think? What can you do with a collection? Can you still buy a house? You know, whatever you're currently thinking when it comes to buying a house, put it in the chat box and we will answer every single one of those questions for you and get you on the right path to home ownership.
Put it on the chat box. Put it in the chat. Ah, this one doesn't look like it's live. Because I can't see, and we're getting an up-to-date feed, so we may be just live on the other platforms, because we're not live on this one. Do you see anything there? Can you read what it says there?
It says, welcome to TikTok Live.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Do you remember
Have
that?
fun interacting. Let's unlaunch and relaunch.
Let's try that. See what happens.
And now, 000.
So we're here trying to help you get that's photo. I am genius, dude. You didn't even 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh, blast off.
All right, let's see what that does.
Let's see what happens in the big city today. And it looks like that didn't do anything.
What did you do, man? You broke our live.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Dude. Are you killing me?
Were you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Is that helping you?
Give me a second.
Dude, you're
Yep.
You are killing us.
It's the Wi-Fi. They've throttled back a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't make sense to use it anymore. So, we are here to answer the questions. And I hear there's some kind of, I don't know, something going on tomorrow, kind of a big deal.
Hey, Gabriella?
Yep.
Okay, hey,
Xander,
Gabriella.
what's up, Xander? We're here to help you guys get a house. If you want to learn about zero down, we want to teach you about zero down. If you want to learn about the one-time construct, where you actually build a house from scratch, don't even own the land yet. Oh, you're kidding me. Don't even own the land yet. Boom, we'll teach you how to do it. So, we are here to teach you how to buy that house and the programs that are available to you. We're also going to tell you what the rates are. Pull up the rates, please. So, the rates have gone up. I mean, almost every single day we get an alert that says, hey, rates are going up a little bit, rates are going up a little bit, rates are going up a little bit. Happening every single day. But there is some light at the end of the tunnel, because I think after this thing that happens tomorrow, kind of a big deal tomorrow, in case you don't know, today is the 4th of November. And the big day is the 5th of November, because that day is going to determine what direction the markets go.
All right, guys. So if you want to know about your scenario, about buying a house, about the process, about whatever it may be, load up that chat box with all your questions, comments, concerns, and we will answer them here live.
I D&D'd it. Yep. So
24 US.
US.
I agree,
Henry, we are on your side.
We're on board with you, brother.
We are on board with you. We hope. Man, I hope he wins.
Okay.
Right, so
guys.
we got the cows going up like a big dog. What do you guys want to know about what's going on in the economy? How things are going to be affected by the election? What zero down programs are available to you? Do you qualify for FHA? Do you qualify for VA? You know if you do. Do you qualify for Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, conventional conforming loans? What do you want to do in order to get rich? Or should I can't say that, right?
Well, get
Yeah,
rich
whatever.
or maybe have a house or
Buy a
roof
house.
over your head.
Just buy a house. Yeah. Hey,
Build
you
some
buy a
equity.
house? You want to know what the
Raise some
minimum
kids?
down? Minimum down is? Minimum down?
Jenna.
0 down.
All right, Jenna.
Jen, I hope you're right, man. Go be sure and vote and vote correct. Remember, anybody voting for the orange man tomorrow, anybody voting for the other girl, it's the day after. So just remember, that's how it works. Don't miss your day.
All right, guys, so you want to know about buying a house? Load up that chat box with all your questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, and your exact scenario, guys. That's really helped a lot of people because they've told us, hey, here's my situation. I was late on this. I paid this off. I have this much down payment saved. My credit score is this. Can I buy a house? We can let you know with a high degree of certainty whether you can or cannot right here live. And then maybe we can take it to the next step and actually get you qualified to buy a house.
Well, get this. I got a veteran who came to me and he said, hey, Lee, I don't have the greatest credit score in the world, but it's not bad. I have good income. Can I get a house? And I said, I don't know. Let's find out. He goes, I need you to know that 3 other lenders turned me down. And I said, okay, let's see what you got. So he sends it to me, and I put everything in the file, and sure enough, it goes bad. It's like, hey, denial, 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 denial on the AUS, automated software. So I said, tell you what, I'm going to send you through what's called a manual underwrite. And I said, I'm going to get all the docs from you. My back office is going to go to work. We're going to ask you a whole bunch of questions and send you through a manual underwrite. About 2 weeks later, I get a, hey, you know what? You're approved. I'm like, yes, that's it. Bang. So I call the client and say, hey, guess what? You're approved. Go shopping. And he goes, what else do I need? I said, that's all you need. Cool. About 20 minutes later, a realtor calls me. Says, I understand this guy is approved. Yeah? Can you tell me the story? I said, yeah, we had to do manual because it didn't go normal. They said, okay, cool. What is the story? Later that day, hey, I'm in escrow. I'm like, whoa, man, I just gave you the pre-approval at like 2 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock you're in escrow?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That happened.
Yeah, guys.
Really did happen this Friday.
Not fake news,
Not
real
fake
news.
Real news.
Really happening. And
Really
that's a big deal because a lot of people are going to lenders and they're getting not the ability to not move forward, whether they call it denied or declined or whatever the case may be. If you'd have the ability to not move forward and this has happened to you, give us a shot. Let us take a look at your file. We'll look at it from a different angle with a different perspective and a whole lot of knowledge. Usually when you're dealing with a loan officer, you're dealing with a loan officer. In our scenario, he'll go, hey, Chris, what do you think about this? I'll say, hey, Lee, what do you think about that? And then together, we're able to come up with different scenarios that work. And if it's beyond us, we bring a team in to actually look at it to say, hey, what do you guys think about this? How can this become a home loan? How can we put this person into a house? And many times, we've taken denied people and put them into homes. Many times. How many times?
I can't even count.
Many.
I can't even count.
That many.
I know somebody's harding us up like a big dog, so I appreciate your harding us up. Thank you very
Whoever
much.
you are.
I appreciate you, whoever you are. Now, we're here to help you with the questions, the hard questions. Like, can I get a house? Like, what's going on? Like, hey, who's going to win tomorrow?
What are rates? Who do I vote for?
Yeah, if I want to really get a house, who should I vote for? Okay, he owned 3 rentals. Henry, what's up, Henry? Great to see you.
Navy Mom Donna, what's up?
What's up, Navy Mom Donna? Great
Are you
to
voting
see you.
tomorrow?
Are you voting? Remember, vote often. Vote. Vote often. Vote. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, 3 rentals in California, 1 paid off. The other 2 very low balance. Thoughts on buying apartments? Sounds like you've got it dialed. 3 rentals? Yeah. So apartments are a different category. So what we do is we do what's called conventional conforming loans, and that's 1 to 4 units. After 4 units, you break into 5. It goes into commercial. And commercial is a whole different underwriting criteria, whole different stat, so different, we're not even allowed to do them. We're not allowed to do them. We're allowed to do the houses that you live in, or you can live in one and rent 3 of them out. That's okay. You can buy a 4 unit as an investment property. That's okay. But the minute it breaks into 5, can't do it.
Dang.
I don't make the rules. I just get licensed to execute them.
All right, Mode Constantine, USA, USA. Actually, it says US, but I added the A. USA. I agree. All right, guys, load up the chat box. You guys got to let us know what you need, what you want, what you're hoping for. Put it in the chat box. We'll answer all your questions. We'll get you down the right path, even if it doesn't necessarily have to do with real estate at the moment. Because I know everyone's going, I'm not buying today.
Nobody's buying today.
I might buy tomorrow.
Yeah, I might buy
but
tomorrow.
I'm not buying
but
today.
we're only buying tomorrow after we know what the results are going to be.
Well, here's the truth. Tomorrow's going to change everything because regardless of who wins, whoever's thinking about buying here, if one person wins, they're still going to buy.
Yeah.
You still got to make moves. Yeah. You still got to make the decisions for your family, where you're going to raise them, where you're going to live, where you're going to work. All that stuff's still going to happen. I know what everyone's thinking. I'm only going to buy if this person wins. But the truth is, we'll be here tomorrow, and we will help you down that path. So ask us the questions today.
Henry, there's another piece I wanted to add to this. If you had a primary residence, and let's just say you have your 3 units, and they're all rentals now, and they all have conventional loans on them. One's paid off, you said. You have 2 with low balances. So they're all, let's just say they're all conventional loans. And you decide, hey, I found this really nice 4-unit. That 4-unit, if you move into the primary residence, we can use an FHA loan if it's not being used. We can use an FHA loan, 3.5% down. The rules are you must live there for a year. You can rent the other 3 units, but you live in that primary, and that's house hacking, man. You just used a conventional conforming loan to help you build your real estate portfolio.
Sweet. And then your business said, yeah, I'm buying regardless. We all
None
are.
your business.
We all are. You're not going to leave the country to go do something else. I know there's that small group of Hollywood that's like, if he wins, I'm leaving.
I hope they do.
They never do.
They never do.
They never do.
They never do.
And you guys are the same way.
They
so
never
regardless,
do. Yeah.
you're going to buy.
They never do.
Henry says he's stuck with an 845 score. Man, that's badass. And no liquidity. Not so badass, but $2 million in equity.
That's a hell of a FICO score. I've only seen. What is the top FICO? It's 850, right? Yeah, I think I've seen an 842. I'd like to see your 845. No, I did see an 850.
It's a little personal, man. Don't you
Yeah.
You guys
well,
just met.
no, because it's FICO 5 and FICO 8. That's what I'm talking about.
You want to see his FICO
I'm like,
already?
hey, let me get a look at that FICO.
Dude, at least warm him up. Buy him a drink.
All right, hey, can you get a look at that FICO? Anyway, so whenever there's different FICO models. There's FICO 3, FICO 5,
You're
FICO
right.
8. So when you pull a mortgage, it's always different than what people think it is. It's always different. Most of the time it's worse. Occasionally it's better. But most of the time it's worse.
Yeah, thank you all for those hearts, man. A lot of hearts pumping in. If we can get some shares in here too, that would be awesome. Yeah, we all like, oh, Henry, get out of here, man. You're in a good spot. You're in a great spot. The no liquidity, though, that can really affect you if you need cash.
Yeah.
It really can. Even if you have a lot in equity, $2 million, that's a lot in equity. But if you have no cash and the bills keep pouring in, or there's an opportunity you want to take advantage of, very hard to do in that spot. So, Henry, I do have a little bit of a soft spot for you.
No one asked you. Shh. No one asked you. I love that name.
Wow, Washington State
Washington
says
State.
hello.
What's up, Washington State? Great to see you. Shh,
Yeah.
No one asked you.
What was your favorite Q&A video?
What was your favorite? Yeah, we do a lot of these, a lot of Q&A videos that I'm like, somebody will say, hey, I saw your video when you said that. And I'm like, I've been doing this for years now, and I don't remember all the things I said. I just know that I rest in the guidelines at the moment, but the guidelines does change.
Could be dementia.
Could be dementia too. Yeah, but the guidelines do change from time to time.
Yeah, so if you watch an old video where you're like, you said you could do this.
Yeah.
It might have been a long time ago.
Well, remember when 580 FICOs we can get houses on FHA? Remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Remember back then?
Man.
There was a time when we could
was
get
not that long
580 FICO and we could get approval. Right now, if you gave me a 580, I'll tell you, well, by the guidelines, technically, it can work. But practice, it doesn't work. It doesn't work on 580. Have you gotten any 580s to work?
Not in a long time.
No, not a long time. Yeah, that's because there's a lot.
So
Yeah.
3 legs to a loan, guys. If you're 580, which is it's the minimum bar to get in to buy a house using FHA with us. So 580, okay? If you had a 580, you better come in with a lot of cash, okay? Because that's going to help you. Even if you're not putting it down, it'll be in reserves. And a great income. So a low DTI, that's really going to help you. But if you're at a 580, no money, and your income is not so high, and it's tight to get to that purchase price, probably not going to get qualified.
DTI is debt to income ratio. Everything
Is
is
that sign
based off
language?
of debt to income. See that? Blah. So debt to income. Shh. Says too many to count. I've saved and shared a lot. Appreciate you. No one asked you. No one asked. Should I say that with attitude, or should I say it nice?
It has
like
an exclamation.
Shy? Oh, okay. So it's shh. No one asked you.
Exactly.
Like that? Yeah.
Exactly
Boom.
with a Z.
You got to throw exactly with a Z, an exclamation point, because there's two ways you can hit that. You can go, shh, no one asked you.
Well, that has an exclamation.
Yeah, but that one says like, that one's, shh, no one asked you.
They made a point
That's
to put
better,
that exclamation, man.
There we go. Cool.
Made a point.
None of your business is in the house. What's up? What's up?
Right.
Are you guys related?
It's my grandson.
That's my granddad.
Call me daddy.
Daddy. Yeah, he wants everybody to call him the lone daddy.
Lone daddy.
The lone daddy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, hey, let me get a look at that FICO.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not related. We've been business partners for 20 years, but we're not related.
Not 20, dude. I'm only 27.
Oh, that's right. He's only 27. He started when he was 7 years old. He was a prodigy. What did
Pretty
I say?
badass.
Yeah, thoughts on buying in Vegas.
Love Vegas.
Love Vegas.
Haven't been there in a while,
I
though.
might not like Vegas after tomorrow, though. Depends on if Vegas is red or blue. If Vegas is red, I will still love Vegas. If Vegas is blue, because that's a possibility, I'm not going to like it for a little while until I get the opportunity to go see a Raiders game or something, and then I'll like Vegas again.
Or you happen to find a stack of ones in your sock drawer, and you're like, what can I do with this?
I have no idea,
Las
Beer Platinum.
Vegas.
I have no idea.
Little darlings who?
Yeah, I know. Well, who's the little darling? Don't call me
I
little
don't know.
darling. That's just weird, dude.
I don't
None of
know.
your business. Shared the live. We appreciate you. None of your
Thank you
business.
for the love.
No one asked you. Says she's laughing our ass off. Cool.
Right.
Related, we asked that. Coffee. You know what? When I wake up in the morning, I do say, hello, coffee. I say that like every morning. I'm like,
Say anything back?
hello, coffee. Oh, it just hits me in the freaking veins. It's like, oh, hello.
Ooh-wee.
I'm like, hey, great to see you. How was your night? What's up, coffee? Great to see you. Thoughts on HELOC, on primary versus rental. So, HELOCs are easier on a primary, right? They're always easier on a primary. On a rental, it's a lot more. There's reserve requirements and some other things, and almost the exact reason you need the HELOC, you can't get the HELOC because you have to have a certain amount of money in reserves in order to pull off that HELOC and a high enough FICO score. But on your primary residence, you don't need that. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's it. So either way you can get it,
Yeah.
you are going to need the main thing is going to be your loan to value. So on a primary, you need a lower LTV, loan to value. On a primary, it could be a little higher.
Yep.
But Coffee says they're a first-time borrower.
First time.
So what does that mean, Lee?
That means we get to help you. We get to help you. First time home buyer. You ready? You ready? How much money do you need to buy a house down? 0.
Boom.
Do you want to use 0 down programs?
No.
Probably not. Yeah, they're not the best. They're not the best. I won't say they all suck, but there's a catch to every one of them. Now, if you want to do it best, FHA 3.5% down, unless you have an 800 FICO. If you're buying for the first time and you have an 800 FICO, you want to use Home Ready or Home Possible. Those ones will let you do 3% down. Sounds like only 0.05% less, but it's more than that. Because Home Ready, Home Possible is not FHA, you don't have to pay UFMIP, which is 1.75% of the loan. That's a lot of money.
What's UFMIP?
UFMIP, you don't even know, dude. You're a
No,
licensed
I
loan
know,
officer.
but do they?
Upfront mortgage insurance premium. It's FHA's way of saying, hey, you want an FHA loan? Smack.
Here you go.
They smack you before you start. They're like, hey, you're going to pay 1.75%. Why? Because you want a loan, dumb ass. Yeah.
Dumas.
Yeah, Dumas. So if you're buying a $500,000 house, 1.75% is roughly $8,000, 8 and change. You're like, wait a minute, why do I have to pay $8,000? Because you walked into my door and I'm FHA. That's it. You don't have no other reason. Oh, good. So that's my mortgage insurance. Oh no, I'm gonna put mortgage insurance on top of that. What do you mean you're gonna put it on top? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put it on top no matter what. What if I put 20% down? I'm still gonna put it on top. Wait. Even if I put 20% down, yup, I'm gonna charge you UFMIP, slack, and 0.50 MI if you put 20% down. Thank you, Mr. FHA people. Okay, cool. Well, if you have an 800 FICO score, you're way better off with Home Ready or Home Possible because your MI is going to be 0.19 instead of 0.55.
Yep.
It's going to be way better, way better. So there's a lot to learn when you're buying your first house.
Yeah. None of your business says, I'll call him Loan Daddy. Get me approved, big dog.
Get them approved. What the hell are you waiting
Why
for?
haven't we done it yet? None of your business.
None of your business.
We've seen you here once, twice,
We got
three
to
times
get you
before.
a house.
I mean, you're no stranger to us. You know we can help. But maybe they don't know who to call. So you know what that means?
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It means we need a commercial.
It's time for a commercial.
If you need a badass loan, call a badass loan officer. You can reach your badass loan officers, Chris and Lee at New American Funding, by calling the numbers on the screen. But don't call right now because we are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and we will not answer. As soon as we're done with this live, though, we will answer and we'll get you a house. This will disappear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoever's hearting us up, I want to throw you some hearts back live. IRL. This is IRL hearts. Boom, 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 boom for you. That was it. It's weird, dude. I know. Whatever.
Very weird. None of your business. Eric Korea, thank you for the love.
Appreciate
Copy.
you.
What about PMI, he said?
What about PMI? What do you want to know about PMI? PMI. Private Mortgage Insurance. PMI. Also known as MI. Mortgage Insurance. Also known as GI. Government Insurance. What? Okay. So, on a conventional loan. Conventional is a category. Inside that category, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. So those are your 2 loans inside of conventional. If you put 20% down, no MI. None. 0. None. If you put 5% down, then it prices out and your FICO score becomes very important. Very important. And if you have a lower FICO score, like 622, you're probably not better off with the conventional. However, if you have an 800 FICO score, you're probably better off with the conventional. Now, why? Because MI with an 800 FICO score is probably going to come in at 0.19. That's very cheap. 0.19. With a 622, I've seen it high as 2.97. That's expensive. All right, so if I don't go conventional, which is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, what can I do? I can go FHA. Now, FHA MI or PMI in FHA version is set at 0.55. Unless you put down a certain amount, then it drops to 0.50. And those are the only 2 numbers. You get 0.55 or you get 0.50, and that's it. And it's for the life of the loan, unless you put 10% or more down, in which case it falls off in 11 years. So that's a crash course in MI. Go! What do we got?
Wow. Henry, is it true I can transfer my tax rate to new property at 50 plus? I'm going to assume he's saying 50 years old and older.
Henry, sometimes, some places, some reasons. So, that is a county/IRS problem because there's 2 different versions. One of them is your cost basis of what you paid for the property. And then let's just say you bought another property and you want to transfer that cost basis to another one. That's an IRS problem. Or if you have a tax basis. The tax basis, let's say it's 300 grand. And now your house has improved all the way up to 600 grand, but you live in California and you don't want to pay 600 grand on the new property. Now you have a tax basis for property tax reasons, and it can in some areas, but let's just say you moved from California to Texas. Can you take that tax basis from California and superimpose it on Texas? Nope, can't do it. Different states, different taxing situations. So you have 2 different ways to look at it. One of them is your cost basis and you're stepped up, in which case you have to deal with your accountant and the IRS. The other one is your property tax base, and that way you have to deal with the county and your CPA again. So there's 2 different versions on that. Hopefully I helped you.
Yeah. Coffee says, I'll call you guys.
We're waiting right now. We're waiting right now. Coffee.
Yeah.
The good kind of coffee, man.
Sounds complicated.
It does sound complicated. It is. When you're dealing with taxes, it is. And I'll tell you what, man, those government, they do not want to give up their taxes. They pass these laws. They're like, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to give these people a break. The only thing that you have to do to get that break is be in this exact category at this exact age during this exact time, wearing this exact shirt with this exact view. And if you meet all of that category, you get a tax break.
Nice.
They don't want to give it up.
They need to
sell they need to sell it like they're giving it up, but they don't want to give it up.
That's like Kamala's, we're going to get everyone $25,000 to buy a house.
I sit back and it blows my mind, man. There are actually people on our app going, hey, will that $25,000 really help me? I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this, but no, it's not. It's really not. It's really not. Why? Well, because if...
Está loca.
Está loca. Yeah, she's a local, yeah. I think Henry knows Spanish.
Sí.
I think Henry knows Spanish. So,
Sí.
how do you say hit the road, Jack loca in Espanol? You tell me, Henry. I don't know. I would say vaya con Dios, but that's too very nice for that situation. Yeah, I would say,
road?
yeah.
It's a putazo la calle.
Wow, I think you just cussed, and we're gonna get banned, dude. We're gonna get strikes. You think the algorithm understands Spanish?
I think it knows a lot of
Oh,
things.
here we go. Oh
There
my
it is.
God.
Laughing my ass off. Que se vaya mucha a la fagada.
Oh I know what fregada means.
I don't.
You know?
None of your business. Yeah, like she said. Paid everyone's student loans. Never happening, suckers.
Yeah. Let's hope that starting tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, she gets a really nice job at Starbucks, manager. I don't want her at the front desk because she's done some time, but manager, I think she could do a good manager of a Starbucks inside of San Francisco.
Oh, shit.
Right
perfect.
in the heart of it. Right in the
Fit
heart of
perfect.
it. Yeah, right in the heart of San Francisco. Manager. Not front desk girl. I'm not trying to demote her. Manager. Like straight general manager. Not shift. Well, wait a minute. Maybe shift manager. Yeah,
Shift leader?
I don't know if I should give her shift general manager yet. But at least manager, right? Shift manager? Shift manager.
Night manager.
Dude. Night shift manager?
Night shift manager.
Oh my God. All right, cool. So we want her to have a very happy life as a night shift manager in San Francisco at Starbucks. Yep, cool.
Henry said she needs to do things that haven't been but will be done.
Have you wiped down the counters? Well, we've done a lot, Chris. But there's much to be done. And I'm talking about the things that we have done and still need to be done but haven't done yet.
And need to understand the definition of done.
Yeah, no,
Just talking in circles.
that's
Talking
Bill.
in circles.
No, that's Bill,
Talking
dude.
in circles.
Depending on what the definition of is.
Man.
Dude, we will not be unburdened by the Starbucks that was before us and those that will come in the future. But we must be what we are and not be what we are not.
You watch a lot of CNN.
I watch way too much CNN, dude. Like way too much CNN.
So out of the
It
4
can't
million
be
people
healthy.
that are watching
It
right
can't
now.
be healthy.
There's 4 million people here, guys. 4 million. I want to know, if you don't own a home,
Oh.
why haven't you bought a home? Tell me. I want to know what. And I also want to know city and state. Where are you guys located?
Yeah, dude, it's expensive out there. I don't know if you've heard, but it's expensive AF. And by the way, rates, they're like, for some reason, sometimes the clients blame us for rates. They're like, how can you do that to the rates? I'm like, I don't do anything, man. I'm just, it's like you getting mad at, I don't know, the guy who sells ice cream. He's like, hey, why is that ice cream melted? Or wait a minute, something like that. Hey, Fontana, California. Look out.
City of Fontana.
Here we go. I don't get it.
It's a song. I sing it.
City of Fontana?
Yeah, dude, they got a raceway. Speedway.
I don't think so anymore.
Is it gone, Henry?
I think they closed it.
Did they take away the speedway?
I think they closed it. I think they put
No.
apartment complex on there.
No.
I think so.
No.
I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah. I think it was like a year ago or 2 years ago. They had their last
Gone.
They had their last big race. I remember it. And I was
No
like,
way.
we got a speedway here? And they're like, yeah, it's
We
pretty
used
nice,
to.
but it's gone. I'm like, it's gone. I didn't even get to see it. It's gone.
Oh,
What?
poor Fontana.
Yeah.
Fontana, let's see. Fontana has Rosa Maria's. That's a good one. It's right next to Ranch Cucamonga. That's a good one. Poor Fontana. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
Low
All right,
income
guys.
apartments. They put a low income apartments there.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's kind of a low income area, man. I'm not gonna kid you. When you go to that speedway, you go into that area, you're like, good thing Turner's is here because I gotta be strapped, man. Turner's is right down the road, and you could just like pick one up real quick. They're like, hey, you know what? You kick your way into Turner's. You're like, hey, listen, I need a gap. They're like, cool, stand in line. All right, in
long
about
line.
4 hours. In about 4 hours, I'll let you look at our 7 GATs. All right, cool. And you're like, all right, whatever. I got to wait because this is a dangerous area. All right, cool. All right, here's our 7 GATs. Which one do you want? That one. Awesome. Fill out this paperwork. I need you to give me some blood, your first child, and then pick this GAT up in about 21 days. 10 days, but there's a holiday in there, and my grandma's cat needs to have surgery, so I probably won't be around a couple of days. So you'll get your GAT in about 21 days. That's like real life in Cali.
He said, "You mean San Bernardino? Turner's in San Bernardino, man.
Yeah, Turner's in San Bernardino. So was that Speedway. It was close anyway.
Well, you're talking about Turner's, man.
No, Turner's right outside San Bernardino. Turner's all over the place. Turner's in Rancho Cucamonga. You can get a GAT at Turner's in Rancho Cucamonga. I've taken you to Turner's in Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay.
Have we been to the one in San Bernardino together? I don't think so. I've been to that one many times.
I bought from there.
Have you? Dude, you can't see that on this.
I think I bought from every single Turner's around here.
Really?
And Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro's badass.
Yeah.
It is, but they don't have the GATs, dude.
They don't anymore.
They don't have the GATs. Have you noticed?
It went from the whole case to like a portion of the case.
They got a case of scopes. That's it. Like, what do you put the scope on?
What a waste of time.
I don't know.
I don't want to buy no fishing gear.
No. What are we gonna do about houses, dude?
Let's build some.
Good idea.
Let's build some houses.
We gotta build some houses.
Everyone needs a house, so we gotta build them one.
Yep. Let's build them. Who wants to get into the home building world? Let's go. Let's build houses in San Bernardino. You know what the rates are right now? They're not the best. They've gone up a lot because of the uncertainty in the market. If you're doing well on credit card payments and have a few late payments on your car, I don't understand the question. If you're doing well on credit card payments,
so I think he's saying you're doing good over here, but not so good over here.
Oh, it's all one. It all factors into one credit profile, and the credit profile is going to look at how recent is your most recent late. If it's in the last year, one of them is going to be problematic. Two of them, very problematic. Three of them, stay home, rent an apartment.
Ooh.
That was rough.
The other thing is how recent. So let's say you had a few late card payments 18 months ago.
Don't matter no more, right?
What do you mean don't matter anymore?
They'll be like there, but that's the old me.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the new me.
So you have a better chance.
The
if
new
it happened
me,
last month,
you're
probably in trouble. If it happened 18 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you're in a good spot. You can probably make that happen. Henry!
Dude, we just had Henry at the same time. You see that?
Justin Timberlake.
I'm Justin Timberlake? Or you are?
You could be Justin Timberlake, bro.
All right, thanks.
You get all the hotties.
I can't sing for shit.
You get all the hotties. You get Jessica Biel.
She's pretty hot.
She's very hot.
Yeah.
He said thoughts on ADU out of your garage versus building it. Two different things.
Henry. I'm building an ADU. I got a property in Hesperia, and I am building an ADU on it. Oh my God! It is the paperwork, the nightmare, the city approval. Actually, get this, Henry. You're gonna want some popcorn and a notebook because this one's very big. Very big. There's somebody in Northern California who said, hey, I want to build a property. And they said, cool, you need to pay us an $18,000 highway impact fee.
Damn.
And he says, okay, I've been a builder. I'm retired. I got money. Here's your $18,000. All right, cool. He went on and built it. And he goes, okay, now that I built it and I own something, I think you violated my constitutional rights. How did you do that? Because you charge exorbitant fees just so you can get money, and it doesn't make any sense. Because where I live, there's no way I did $18,000 in impact road fees. There's no way. So he took it to the court, and he lost. Then he took it to the California Supreme Court, and he lost. Then he took it to the appellate court, the 9th District, and he lost. And then he took it to the Supreme Court of the United States. And in a 9-0 ruling, they ruled against the state of California.
What?
They said, you are definitely charging exorbitant fees, and you are using this as a mechanism to milk and bilk the average citizen. And he got his money back, and this happened 3 days ago. What? Now, I'm in the middle of this shit right now because I'm building an ADU, and I did pay ridiculous fees on the way in, and I have to go through all these hoops. But I'll tell you what, that Supreme Court ruling made me damn happy because you know what it is? In Hesperia, they want $18,000 school impact fee. What? For an ADU, $18,000 school impact fee. What? Yeah. So I was following that Supreme Court ruling. I was very happy. 9-0. All the justices said, yeah, y'all are doing it. Yeah. But the scary part is the way that California thinks. They're like, no, that's reasonable. Lower court, no, that's reasonable. I stand behind it. No. Then the 9th District, which covers California and 3 or 4 other states, said, I can see how you can see that. Supreme Court's like, what are you guys talking about? This wasn't even a 5-4 ruling. This was a 9-0 ruling. Just the government screwing us over. Yep. Anyway, sorry, got off on a tangent.
All right. So that being said, he asked about an ADU, which is on its own, or a garage, which is a junior ADU.
Yeah, Jay.
So do you have that same challenge with the junior ADU?
Yes, if it's going to be above square footage, it has to do with square footage. So if it's 587 square feet, I think that's what it is. In Hesperia, it's different in all different. San Diego, I think it's 684, something like that. Don't quote me on these, but if it's above that square footage, $15,000 impact fee. Bam! Just like that. Just like that.
So either way, he's gonna be writing some checks.
Yep. Either way, no. I think the state of California is gonna have to refund everything after the Supreme Court ruling, because there's a lot of people who paid this. Not a little bit. I think the counties are going to be hurting a lot.
So what are they gonna do to make up that money?
Increase property taxes.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, they're gonna improve. They're gonna increase property taxes. They're gonna have to put out a bond measure, because this is gonna hurt the counties. Not a little bit. Remember that every house that went up pays this giant impact fee. And if you're a builder and you paid that, I just did the math on this. If you bought a new build and the builder paid the impact fee, but it's ruled unconstitutional,
and it's built into the sale,
you can go back to the builder and say, hey, you charged me an impact fee of $18,000 that has been ruled unconstitutional, Mr. Builder. I want that money back. And the builder's going to go like, whoa, what are you talking about? You can't do that. And they're going to be like, well, maybe I can. Maybe I can.
Give my money.
That could be weird, because you bought a brand new build, man.
And you're putting an ADU.
I know.
Give us our money.
I want my money now.
Damn it. Wow. Thought they'd be that they would help to provide housing.
Yeah, Henry, they don't know. Everybody wants money, man.
Yes.
Everybody wants money.
So look at your ballots right now, guys. Look at your ballots right now. How many of those are asking for more money? And how much help are we really getting? And if they want to get even more money for the not bit of help that we're getting, why would you vote yes on a lot of those? Think about that.
Dude, this is Wells Fargo. This is Wells Fargo.
I signed up a guy at the gym that was named Wells Fargo.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool name.
So that could be a real one.
Yeah, this is Wells Fargo. My Chapter 7 was just discharged. Can
Wells
I get a
Fargo was in bankruptcy.
Can I get a Chapter 7? Can I get a condo loan? No. Next. Wells Fargo.
Just discharged?
If it was just discharged, you need 2 years for FHA, 4 years Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, 7 years investment property of any kind.
Also 2 years VA, 3 years USDA.
Dude, why'd you have to throw that on top of that? Damn,
Because there's a lot of them.
That's real.
There's a lot of them.
That's real.
So are you sure it was just discharged? Do you know that for a fact? You probably do. I'm sure you do. I just want to ram this home because a lot of people have this idea that bankruptcy stays on my credit for 10 years. And for 10 years, I'm screwed. It does not mean that. It means that it's going to be on your credit report probably when we pull credit for 10 years. But within a certain amount of time season, you can start to do things like buy cars, buy houses, get credit cards, yada, yada, yada. And what he's saying is if you just got it discharged, 2026, November, it's going to be clean off your record and you can move forward to buy a house, FHA or VA. So those only ask for 2 years. Everything else asks for more. So you could be in a good spot in a very short period of time.
Yep.
Anybody that's interested in getting a house, go to the link in the bio, select apply for a home loan now. You don't even need to call us. You don't even need to talk to us. We can get you started while we're right here live. It'll let us know that you're filling out an application. But what you have to do is let us know when you're done. So once you're done filling out the application, you're going to call us or you're going to text us. Either one of these numbers. We'll get right on your file and we'll let you know exactly where you stand. And who knows, maybe you can get a house in 2024 still. We're in November. We only have 1 more month left after this.
1 more month.
So you got about 58 days or so to buy a house. And there's enough time, guys. There's enough time. So if you're interested, go there. Link in the bio. Or a lot of you have talking about credit. If you have crappy credit, guys, and I understand, you went through some things in your life. You bought a jacuzzi when you were a dumb 20-year-old. You did a lot of moves. You didn't pay your electricity bill. You ran from them.
Your dog got a divorce.
Your dog got a divorce. Things happen.
Yeah.
But if you're ready to fix it, go to the link in the bio, select Fix My Credit. It'll walk you through the process. You'll be able to get that started. And you will be able to get a house in 2025 as long as you commit to do the things that you need to do to fix your credit.
To pick out what you're going to wear for tomorrow's Civil War?
Armor.
Armor? Yeah, I think so.
Going with armor.
I'm gonna put a flak vest on, and then right over that, I'm gonna put America.
No, medieval armor.
America.
I'm gonna walk into the king, king.
I got news for you. The 5.56s penetrate medieval armor like that.
That's for swords, dumbass.
Oh, yeah, could be swords.
Not everyone has a
could be-
5.56, but a
could be
lot of people got swords.
You have a never mind. Could be swords. Could be swords.
Well, okay, so what are you gonna wear that's gonna protect against the sword? Flag vest, sword go right through it.
You're right. I ain't gonna lie.
So who's
Yeah.
screwed now?
Yeah,
Who's screwed
that's a
now?
good point. Yeah,
Come
that's a
up
good
against a
point.
pirate, you're done.
Pirate, you're done. Well, you know what? Pirates don't have depth perception because they have a patch over their eye, so they don't have depth perception.
Oh, just go to the right side. They
yes,
won't see him.
you don't see you. See?
Ah,
Now you're
pick
learning.
out the peg leg.
Yeah, cool. How
Luna.
Much, Luna.
Landeros.
Wonder what that person's name is.
Moon Landeros.
Luna Landeros. Luna's a good restaurant out here. How much job history do you need to buy a house?
Enough.
All of it. Next question.
Moving on.
You need 2-year work history, but there's a lot of exceptions. A lot of exceptions. So on the job, you could have 1 day on the job. Let's just say you're a nurse, and you got 1 day on the job here at Loma Linda because they just hired you, and they hired you for 120 grand. 1 day on the job, but you were in Texas at LA Medical in Texas. Why is LA Medical in Texas? I don't know. They moved it there. So
We have Phoenix, Arizona, and California.
that's a good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
University of Phoenix.
Yeah, University of Phoenix is in California. So, because you've been in the same industry for the last 2 years, how long you've been on the job is irrelevant. Now, let's say you're an engineer and you're graduating from UT, University of Texas, at Austin. And right out of school, Elon Musk says, damn, you're good.
Ew.
Can you come work for me at SpaceX? No, Tesla. And all right, cool. And Elon says, hey, you get 220 grand a year starting January 1st, 2025.
It's a good one.
January 1st, 2025. Because you don't get your degree till December. You're badass. And you've been in engineering school for the last 4 years. Before you have the job, I can get you qualified. I will need one paycheck from your job prior to the close of escrow.
Mr. Musk.
Most of the time. Some of the time, I can do it post-closing. So, how long is the job history? It's not that important. More important is the work history and what have you been doing with your time. So if you've been studying for engineering and then you got a job and I can prove it and you got a degree, I can use all the time you were studying for the degree and the 1 day on job and you're good to go.
Yeah. So Luna, just text Mr. Musk. Say, hey, give me that job offer because Lee's about to approve me.
Dude, right now, Musk. Musk is he's
Mr. Musk.
the richest man in the world, yo. He's out there.
Public. I think Putin has more money.
Musk said something that was
Putin
pretty
has more
smart.
money.
He's like,
He says
yeah.
a lot of things that are real smart.
He's like in the stage, and there's these people going, yeah, he's a billionaire, and he's using political influence. And Elon Musk says, you're right. How come nobody brings up George Soros? Nobody. Did you forget he's kind of pretty more richer than me in the richer of the richers? But he doesn't make the list because he doesn't tell anybody because he's smart and he's in Germany.
Yep.
Yep. You guys think interest rates will drop? Henry, eventually they will. But during the uncertain periods of the market, no. As soon as let's hope that the orange man's over, because if he does, interest rates are going to go like this for a little while. My opinion, they're going to go, whoa, this got high. And then all of a sudden, someone's going to jump into office like Elon Musk. And there's going to be another person like Kennedy. And then Tulsi. And then Vivek. And then all of a sudden, it's going to go like this. Know why? because they're going to cut the fat like they did on X, like they did on Twitter. Elon walked in. He's like, all right, let me look around a little bit. All right, cool. What do you do? Oh, okay. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Okay, cool. I don't know how to fire this many people. This is the biggest thing I've ever done. I know what I'll do. Hey, tech guy, can you get me a list of 80% of the employees? Yeah, I know it's a big list. You need extra terabytes for the drive? Okay, cool. Get me that list. All right, cool. Give me all their email addresses. All right, cool. Can we do a broadcast email that just says you're fired? Okay, cool. Go ahead and send it. The tech guy's like, you know I'm on that list, right? He goes, you want me to send it? Oh, well, you still work for me, right? Send it. Shit. He sent it. 80% of Twitter gone like that. You know how much Twitter suffered? 0. I mean, they're literally bigger now with bigger advertising dollars. They went like this for a little bit. Went, hey, oh, tech problem. Oh, hacker. Oh. And they're like, okay, cool. All right, we found our new balance. All right, cool. We know how to keep the hackers out. We know how to keep the tech problems going. All right, cool. 80% of staff gone. All of a sudden, we're ridiculously profitable. Oh, by the way, he owns it all.
Want to hear something cool and strange?
Tell me.
Truth Social's valuation came in higher than Twitter.
No. Really?
Truth Social came in at 10 billion. Twitter came in at like 9.4.
What? Elon bought it for 40.
He can take some losses, man.
He
can take some losses.
It's worth way more than that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Henry,
well, he bought it on a PE ratio too.
does 401k count as income when buying a home?
Sometimes. Here's when. Let's say that you annuitized your 401k. What does that mean? That means you retired and you now get $3,000 a month for the rest of your life. That's called annuitization. In that case, absolutely counts. Here's where it doesn't count. You still work for General Motors. You're still putting in $500 a month. There's 400 grand in there. Is that income? Nope. They'll tell you how much you're going to get, but have you annuitized yet? Nope. You know what it is? It's an asset. So there's 3 legs to a loan. There's credit, income, assets. If it's been annuitized, you have an income. If it has not been annuitized, you have an asset. Either way, it works for you.
Now, let's put it this way. Can you use 401k cash towards down payment and closing costs?
That's what assets for. Didn't you pay attention to my lesson? Did you just smack me? That was weird.
Yeah.
He's like, don't tell anybody. He's like, don't tell. So, for income, you need debt to income ratio to qualify. For assets, down payment, and for closing costs, buying down the rate, anything like that. We can use 401k money for down payment. We can use 401k money for closing costs, buying down a rate, anything specific like that. We can use it. That's what the asset category is. But if it has not been annuitized and it hasn't been turned into a stream of income, it's not income yet.
Damn. All right, dude, ready to hit it?
That's smart stuff, huh? Dude.
Smart stuff. Henry, call us.
Dude, Henry, call us.
You got a
Hey,
couple
you know what?
seconds. Couple seconds. Screenshot this, guys.
Let's freeze up.
Okay, unfreeze.
We've been Chris and Lee. We appreciate you. We are out.